Wonder of the Seas is the 5th ship in Royal Caribbean's revolutionary Oasis Class, and today I'll be taking you deck by deck from top to bottom of this incredible ship that still ranks among one of the top 5 largest ships in the world. So let's go ahead and get started up in the Solarium on deck 14 and 15 forward. The Solarium is an adults-only relaxation area with several hot tubs, a small pool, and plenty of loungers for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the relaxation vibes here on board Wonder of the Seas. There also is the Solarium bar right there where that crew member is, and here's a peek at the pool and down to the lower level on deck number 14. And before we get too far into things, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel and you're a cruise nerd like myself, you're in the right place, so go ahead and subscribe for all of our upcoming cruise content we have. From sail away live streams to cruise vlogs to ship tours, you're in the right place, so cruise nerds, subscribe down below. And last but not least, if you're looking for a good deal on your next cruise, use that affiliate link down below and check out my friends over at cruisesit.com. And booking your next cruise with them will directly support the channel as we move up to Hooked, the seafood restaurant that is just above where we were in the Solarium. This is the specialty seafood restaurant, so you do have to pay to come here, but I do hear it is fantastic, although I'm not the biggest seafood fan. Coming back down to right outside the Solarium, we have the Cantilever Whirlpool that's on the starboard or right-hand side of the ship. Wonder and Utopia specifically only have one on this right-hand side or starboard side of the ship, with the other 4 Oasis class having one on the port side as well, so on both sides of the ships. But I'll show you what's on the other side here after we take a look at Solarium Bistro. Solarium Bistro is part of the adults-only piece of the Solarium, but there is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and here dinner is actually a Mediterranean-themed dinner menu, but it is your typical breakfast buffet here in the mornings. And the best part is that it comes at no extra cost. And now on the other side of the ship, we have what replaced that second Cantilever Whirlpool. We have the View Bar. Speaks for itself. You got a really nice bar right here, but incredible views down the side of the ship. The patio is part of the teen club on board, so teens who are looking to hang out would end up going up here to the patio. It is key card access, which is interesting, but a really cool spot to hang out though. As we begin to spin and take a look here at the water park, 3 individual water slides. We got the toilet bowl over on the other side, that orange one, and then we have 2 regular slides here right in front of us. All around deck number 16, you'll find the casitas. These you do have to pay for to rent out for the day. These roughly run for about $250 for the entire day while in port. It is a little bit higher when you're at sea. As we make our way back, we have a look at the Lime and Coconut Bar. This is one of several that we'll find here up on decks number 16 and 15. And just another look at those water slides earlier and a look at Splashway Bay for those kiddos, but we'll get to that in just a minute. But if we turn around, we have a look at the theater screen that's right there in the center. That's exclusive to Utopia and Wonder, so that's cool to have here compared to the other Oasis class. But exclusive to Wonder, we have the stadium seating right in the center, as this is actually where the Lime and Coconut Bar takes place on Utopia. So really cool stuff that we actually have the seating right here, and then of course we'll have the stadium seating over on the other side as well. On each side where those stadium seating end, you also have a nice little pool here. These are really small, but they're really neat because they do have that transparent glass, so don't get any ideas. But really, really cool views and, of course, a good look at the TV screens. As we move on back, we have El Loco Fresh, one of my personal favorites. But before we get there, we'll take a quick stop here in the arcade, play some air hockey, racing sims, claw machines, anything you could ask for out of an arcade, you can probably find it here. And always a really good time if you want to waste a little bit of money and have some good times. But moving on back, as promised, we have El Loco Fresh. This is the Mexican-themed buffet. If you want burritos, quesadillas, nachos, whatever you think you want from a Mexican buffet, you can probably find it here at El Loco Fresh. And what's a Mexican buffet without a nice drink in hand? So come over to Cantina Fresca right next door and grab yourself a drink and enjoy your quesadillas or your burritos. Moving on back on deck 16, we have a little sports deck back here, home to the 9-hole mini golf course, with a really cool underwater theme to it. We also have an Oasis class favorite, the zip line that will zip you across the sports deck here from one end all the way to the other side of that basketball court with nothing below you but the boardwalk down on deck number 6. All the way in the back is also home to the Wonder Playscape. This is a kids jungle gym play area. They got a little climbing net, some stairs, some slides, a little turtle you can rock back and forth on. Seems like a really good time. The Ultimate Abyss is an Oasis Class favorite and now officially found on all 6 active Oasis Class ships. Starts up on deck number 16 and lets you out down on deck number 6 on the Boardwalk as the tallest dry slide at sea. Here we also have the Wipeout bar fittingly named with the Flow Rider over on our left-hand side as we take a look over here. This is the surfing simulator, made its debut back on Freedom of the Seas all the way back in 2006 and has been a Royal Caribbean favorite ever since. The sports deck is also home to the basketball court, and of course this kind of turns into multi-purpose as we even have some soccer goals here, and sometimes they'll even pull out some pickleball nets for some pickleball in the mornings. Or if you'd like to play some ping pong, come inside these little enclosed spaces, that way the ball doesn't go flying off the ship. Moving up actually into deck number 17, we have the Coastal Kitchen and the Suite Lounge. I was lucky enough to get access as they just had the door wide open here while I was filming this tour, but this, of course, is a suite lounge only, so only if you're staying in the suite can you come in here, and same goes for the Coastal Kitchen. And up on deck number 18, suite guests also have access to their own exclusive sun deck. So lots of loungers up here. Only suite guests are allowed here, so it's definitely a nice and quiet relaxation area. Some day beds, some couches, and a bar, of course, on the other side there. Moving back down to deck number 16, right underneath that suite area is actually the Diamond Lounge. So if you're Diamond level and above with Royal's loyalty status, you get this lounge to yourself along with some coffee machines and some pastries. And right across from there, we also have a series of vending machines where you can get Pokemon cards of all things. But you also find some more useful things like some aloe in case you get sunburned. It's come in clutch for me a few times. Some sunblock if you got it at home, or if you need some hygiene products. Moving down to 15 forward, we have some of the main pools here. We have a good look at the hot tub, along with a nice large pool with even some loungers that are in the water and plenty of normal loungers as well. Moving on back, we have another one of the lime and coconut bars. This is the lower level of it. And in the center of the ship, we have Sprinkles. This is the ice cream stand here on board the ship. So if you want to grab yourself an ice cream cone, come on over to Sprinkles. As we move on over to the other side, we have Splashaway Bay. This is a kids' water park. As you can see, it's a great time for the kids. Lots of places to run around and play. Lots of slides, even a drench bucket, and all sorts of fun to be had here for the kiddos. And on the other side of the ship as well, we have a lime and coconut bar on this side as well. So multiple lime and coconut bars, one on each side of the ship here on deck number 15. Moving on back, we have another one of the main pools, one on each side of the ship. These, of course, have a lot better of a view of that theater screen as well. If you're looking for a Southern-style specialty restaurant, come on over to the Mason Jar and grab yourself some brunch or even some dinner with some live music. But as mentioned, this is a specialty dining experience, so this will come at an extra cost, but it is a very, very good dining experience. Right next to the Mason Jar, we also have one of the most important parts of the ship. We have the Windjammer Buffet, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all-you-can-eat buffet, and of course, it is included in your cruise fare, so everything you see here is free of charge. Windjammer on board Wonder of the Seas also has some great views to be had, as the center actually will look down into the boardwalk, but the outer sections will look out to sea. So not only will you be having some great food, but you'll also be having some great views as well. Deck 14 is mostly cabins, but all the way forward we will also find Adventure Ocean, which is another one of the kids clubs on board. So if you want to drop off the young ones, maybe while you're out at Hideaway Beach Club in Coco Cay, or just out on an excursion, drop them off here and have a good time. Deck 12 aft is home to Wonderland, but right before we get there, we have the elevator bank that actually has some Wonderland-themed stickers over those doors. But let's head into Wonderland. This is another one of those specialty restaurants found on board Wonder of the Seas, so this will come at an extra cost, but it is another one of the popular picks when it comes to these specialty dining options here on board Wonder of the Seas. Right below Wonderland, on decks 8 and 9, we have the Music Hall. This serves as the nightclub, so enjoy the nightlife here on board Wonder of the Seas and come down to the Music Hall. They even have some pool tables, lots of seating if you just want to chill and kind of sit in the corner and people watch, or the big dance floor down on deck number 8 if you want to get in on the action. You'll also find a pool table up here, and of course you can't have a nightclub without the bar, so come over to the bar, grab a drink, and enjoy the nightlife. Deck number 8 is home to the Central Park. This is another Oasis Class favorite and what makes these ships so famous. Chops Grill is the specialty steakhouse, so again, at an upcharge since it's a specialty dining option. But the steakhouse, this is the option that I actually had on my cruise on board Wonder, and it was fantastic. We also have the Rising Tide Bar, another staple of the Oasis Class. This will lower all the way down to deck number 5. And we have some outdoor seating as well for Chops Grill if you want to enjoy the plant life here on Central Park. Throughout Central Park, you are going to find over 3,000 live plants as we take a look at 150 Central Park. I photobombed somebody on accident, so I had to make that quick. But moving on to the Trellis Bar, if you want to grab yourself a drink and enjoy the vibes here in Central Park, come on over to Trellis Bar. As we continue our way back, over to another Oasis Class favorite and Central Park favorite, Park Cafe. Park Cafe is home to actually breakfast for free. All of this is free, but breakfast and lunch can be found here in the Park Cafe. Park Cafe, you'll find anything from pastries to a roast beef sandwich to a salad, so you have a lot of options here and even some fruit cups. Another specialty restaurant found here on Central Park is Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. This is the Italian restaurant here on board. I had this actually on my previous time on Wonder, and it was amazing. I always love to get Giovanni's when I'm on a ship that has it. Central Park, you'll also find places like Regalia Jewelry and the Effie Jewelry Store, so the more high-end and more luxury shopping found on board Wonder of the Seas will be here on Central Park. Deck number 6, all the way forward, we're going to find Vitality at Sea, the Spa and Fitness Center. Didn't grab a look at the Fitness Center, but of course, as we first walk in, we're going to be greeted by a variety of things, including a hair salon if you want to get your hair done, or we even have a juice bar. The juice bar, of course, is included in the deluxe drink package, but if you don't have a drink package, then you will have to pay an upcharge for the drinks here. But you can grab yourself fruit smoothies, and it looks like even some protein shakes as well. That's not all deck number 6, but it's all in the back. So we're going to skip down to 5 and show you the jogging track. This goes all the way around the entire ship down here on deck number 5 around the lifeboats. We also have the top floor of the Royal Theater. This is where all the production shows are going to happen. As we then turn around and move into the Royal Promenade. The Royal Promenade is home to many favorites on board Royal Caribbean, including the Starbucks right here. Starbucks is not in the drink package, but we'll get to a coffee shop here in just a moment that is. But Bolero's is another place on board for some live music if you want to hang out in just a little bit of a lounge. Spotlight Karaoke if you want to hang out and hear some interesting live music and hear some karaoke. Coming into Spotlight Karaoke and sing the night away. My go-to after a few drinks is Pink Pony Club. Let me know your karaoke song down in the comments. Throughout the Royal Promenade, you'll find a variety of shopping, including Solarium, which is the beauty store. So if you want to try some perfumes, maybe you need some makeup, come in here into Solera. Or my personal favorite is the shop. This is the Royal Caribbean merchandise shop. Anything from t-shirts to coffee mugs to ship models, which are, of course, my personal favorite. Come on into the shop and grab yourself some Royal Caribbean merchandise. Sorrento's Pizza is another hotspot here on board Wonder of the Seas. This is the free pizza. So come on in, grab yourself some pizza. They'll give you as much as you want. They'll give you a whole pie if you ask for it. And of course, my hot take is that Sorrento's is the best pizza at sea. If live music and Irish pubs are your vibe, you're going to love the Cask and Clipper here in the Royal Promenade. Of course, every single night there's always live music and plenty of seating. Grab yourself a Guinness and enjoy the show. Cafe Promenade is another hotspot here on board Wonder of the Seas. As mentioned earlier with Starbucks, this is included in your drink package. So if you want to grab yourself a specialty coffee here at Cafe Promenade, pretty much the same menu as Starbucks down the hall there, but this does have the loyalty discounts. The Next Cruise Desk is a place that I spend a little bit too much time on, but if you want to book your next cruise, come in into the Next Cruise Desk. And if you're looking for a good travel agent to manage your booking when you get home, contact my friends over at cruisesit.com by using that link down below and tell them I sent you. The Rising Tide Bar that we saw earlier on deck number 8 in Central Park will let out down here on deck number 5. This giant elevator, basically, of a bar. It's really, really cool. Guest services, if you ever have any problems or any questions throughout your cruise, come on over to guest services. They'll be happy to help you out. The Bionic Bar originally made its debut on Quantum of the Seas back in 2014. Has made its way over to Wonder of the Seas, robotic bartenders. It's a really cool experience, although they are phasing it out on the newer ships. All the way in the back, in deck number 5, we have the main dining room. This is the top level, as it spans decks number 3, 4, and deck number 5. The main dining room is included in your cruise fare, and this is the main area you'll go for dinner if you're looking for a nice sit-down experience that's not a buffet or not at an upcharge from the specialty restaurants. Moving back up to deck number 6, we have the loyalty desk if you have any questions about your Crown and Anchor points or your Crown and Anchor status with Royal Caribbean. And of course, right next to there, we have another Royal Caribbean favorite found on every single Royal Caribbean ship, the Schooner Bar. A variety of things happen here, including live music, sometimes some trivia, bingo, and of course, just your typical nightlife here at the Schooner Bar. Across from the Schooner Bar, we have the shore excursions desk. If you plan on booking any shore excursions while on board the ship, come over to these little tablets here. You tap on the screen, scan your card, and you can start looking through all of them. Although a personal tip is that you should book your shore excursions ahead of time. That way you get the pre-cruise discount off of the Royal Caribbean app, because you will be paying full price while on board rather than the discount that you get before your cruise. Same goes for over here with the photo gallery. If you want to take some pictures while on board, come over to the photo gallery and come pick them up. Again, you just scan your card, tap the screen, and you can look at any photos that you had taken while on board the cruise. Moving on to deck 6 aft, we have the Boardwalk. Another one of the iconic pieces of the Oasis class is the Boardwalk. As we first come in, we have the little carousel horses. Kind of evolves its way from the beginning stages all the way to the finished one as we lead into the carousel. The carousel, as we look to our left, we have the Boardwalk Doghouse. If you want to grab yourself a hot dog and enjoy the vibes here and capture the vibes of the Boardwalk, come and grab yourself a hot dog here at Boardwalk Doghouse. Come on over to Sugar Beach. If you've got yourself a sweet tooth and you're looking for some candy, Sugar Beach is the candy store that you'll find out here with a very large variety of candies and even some ice cream. Another Boardwalk favorite is going to be Playmakers. If the big game is playing like we have here, come on out to Playmakers. Come check it out. It always gets really busy, but it's always a very good time hanging out here at the sports bar, Playmakers. Just like the shop here, we have the kids shop out on the boardwalk if you want some smaller sizes or maybe just some more kid-friendly or kid-themed items, but some Royal Caribbean merchandise, you'll find it here in the kids shop. Johnny Rockets is another Royal Caribbean favorite here on the boardwalk. Free for breakfast, but it does come at a cost for dinner, although it is a one-time price, and then you get everything on the menu. Speaking of that ultimate abyss that we saw earlier in the video, we have the exit of it all the way down here on deck number 6. Right next to the ultimate abyss, we have what I like to call the Pringles, or the little kids' jungle gym. Another iconic piece of the Oasis class is going to be the AquaTheater all the way in the back on deck number 6, home to those legendary AquaTheater shows. Here on Wonder of the Seas, the AquaTheater show is called Intense, Tense. And on each side of the AquaTheater, we have a rock climbing wall. Down on deck number 4, we have Izumi Hibachi. This is the Japanese specialty restaurant where they'll make the food in front of you. Always that really fun vibe and atmosphere where they do all the tricks with the spatulas and everything like that. But Izumi is another one of the must-try specialty restaurants here on board Wonder of the Seas. Deck number 4, midship, we have Casino Royale. If you're looking to do some gambling, whether it be slot machines, blackjack, or poker, come on into Casino Royale and gamble the night away. And of course, a casino cannot be complete without the casino bar right in the middle. If you're someone who loves art, you're going to love Deck 4 midship as well, as this is the home for the art gallery here on board Wonder of the Seas, and of course, they hold art auctions here as well. Studio B is home to the ice skating rink, home to those really famous ice skating shows here on deck number 4. And a recent addition here on Wonder of the Seas down on deck 4 is a non-smoking section for the casino. And last but not least, the bottom level of the Royal Theater down on deck number 4. Thank you all so much for joining me on today's tour of the beautiful Wonder of the Seas. If you're looking for a great deal on your next cruise or looking to book Wonder, use that affiliate link down below in the description and it'll directly support the channel. And again, if you enjoyed today's video, if you found it useful, leave a like and let me know down in the comments. Have you been on Wonder of the Seas? Are you planning to sail on her soon? Let me know, and thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.